Happy weekend, Knicks Nation. I hope you're enjoying this weekend and that you're safe and healthy, and that your family's safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with first responders, who every day are doing their best to save lives, and those that make deliveries for our convenience even on today, and those that pick up garbage, keep our places clean. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are the victims of child pornography, prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that make these industries go. Double curses on them and double blessings on the homeless. More than 600,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, homeless, veterans, homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So, the Knicks had a rough week. First of all, let me welcome all of the guests here. Let's see. Entertainment, my brother, Joseph Vandamio, Jim Ardino, how you doing? Margaret Edwards, how you doing, Miss Edwards? Donnell 140th Street, Kareem Grant, Flatbush Dre, Jermaine Royster, Gorilla Jakes, Superstar, J.R. Acosta, my Florida brother, my brother, Organic Fanatic, Triple C, Andrew Kim, Tony Tippett, Ron Cowan, KNYT, June Man 15, Jay Supreme. Let's see what else we got. Guilford McCormick, Brother Royce. Hope all you guys are doing well. So the Knicks had a rough week this week. They went 1-3. Second time this season they lost 3 straight. I looked at the game from Friday night, and what I saw is typical of a back-to-back second game. All of their shots were hitting the front rim. All of their shots were hitting the front rim, and they were, the legs were tired. It happens. Okay, so now we have a game Monday. I believe the game's at 10:30. I believe it's at 10:30 on Monday. Let me just double check that. But I believe the game's at 10:30 on Monday. And I'm going to be flying across the ocean on my way to Ireland at 10:30 on Monday. But I'm hoping the airline, British Airways, says that they offer Wi-Fi and streaming on their flights. So I'm looking hopefully to stream the game. By the time the game starts, I will be it'll be about 3, almost 4 o'clock in the morning, by going Ireland's time by the time the game starts. So I'm hoping to be able to at least catch some of the game streaming on my phone as we're crossing the ocean. But we'll see how that works out. But I did notice coming on Friday, I know this is going to sound crazy, especially to the haters, but Clippers won the game, but the Knicks are the better team. The Knicks were really shooting all their shots short. They were off because of the fact of the fatigue. You could see they were off a little bit in terms of their timing. They were also, again, second night of a back-to-back, and no Jalen Brunson, and Deuce started. Now, Deuce provided tremendous defense, as he always does, but he was 1 for 9. He couldn't shoot the ball. And again, if you notice, all of his shots, especially Deuce, is very good at those shots that are mid-range. When he gets off the three-point line and he goes to shoot that little rainbow mid-range, he's pretty money with that. So those were hitting the front rim. They were hitting the front rim. And not just him, a lot of guys were doing the same thing. So it was one of those nights. They come into Sacramento for tomorrow night. I'm expecting more energy from them. In these situations, it's always the same. It's a matter of, will they have the energy? I also know that they are going to sign PJ Tucker, a certified real deal roughneck. If you know anything, even though he's 39 years old, he's a certified real deal NBA level roughneck from the bricks. I expect him to be getting maybe 10 minutes a game. but there'll be 10 effective minutes. I don't think you'll lose anything with him coming in the game. This is the thing also. They signed Marjon Beauchamp to a 2-way deal. I'm not sure, but I would expect, this is what I would expect. I would not expect any of our rookies to play. Some people were calling for Tyler Kolek minutes. And I was like, this is not the time to play no defense playing rookies. I don't know why y'all would think it is, but it's not. This is the time for grown-ass men to play, okay? Grown-ass men that know how to play playoff-level NBA defense. That's P.J. Tucker. I would expect Marjon Beauchamp to get time before any of the rookies get time because of his defense. 6'7", he's able to guard wings and he's able to guard fours. If he can pick that up, I would expect him to see some minutes if it's necessary that he sees minutes. Tom Thibodeau may not use him at all. He might go with the rotation he has and then add P.J. Tucker for the defensive side. But that's what I would be expecting. Like I said, I am not worried about the loss on Friday. I really think that, yeah, maybe he is KNYT, but whatever games he's eligible for, if they're going to play somebody that's not a rookie, I'm thinking that it's going to be him. Okay, he's not a rookie. He knows how to play NBA level defense, and you know that's what it is. But he's not an NBA level shooter yet. But he knows how to play NBA level defense, and he is tough. Beauchamp is a tough kid. So I like that, and I'm thinking if Thibodeau decides to go outside of Tucker, I expect Tucker to play almost right away. I expect Tucker to play almost right away. Not a lot of minutes. I'm not expecting him to get 20 minutes, but I'm expecting him to play right away. We're going to also see Mitchell Robinson. Again, on Friday, they did not have Mitchell Robinson. They had basically the rotation was minus Mitchell Robinson, minus Brunson, and it was the same rotation. You had 8 guys minus those 2, which would have been 10. And like I said, I felt like they gave their all. The thing is, I was noting that going into the third quarter, it was a 1-point game. I think it was 79-78 or 78-77 at the end of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. It was a 1-point game. And at one point, the Knicks were making a run and tied the game. So, and that was with tired legs. So when I looked at it, I wasn't worried. I'm not worried about a team like the Clippers in a 7-game series. I don't even think we have to worry about them. They're in the Western Conference anyway. So I'm not worried about that. Somebody asked me, you know, what kind of adjustments will we make if they're not hitting their shots? I think that's a pretty stupid question. And I'll tell you why I think it's a stupid question. Let us always remember, Knicks Nation, when you're talking about your New York Knicks, these are professional basketball players. They're not rookies. They know what the NBA game is, and they know how to play an NBA game. If you see a guy like a Deuce McBride, let's take him for example, and he is usually shooting 40% from the three-point line. So he knows how to shoot on the NBA level. And you see him go 1 for 9. What should that tell you? Does he need to work on his shot? Is he floating? What does that tell you? A guy that is a traditionally 40% shooter from 3 going 1 for 9. It's either one of 2 things. Either the defense was tremendous, right? Or his legs are tired. His legs are tired. And I'm telling you, it's the latter. I saw the game. So that's the thing. No, that's not true either, Miss Edwards. I saw a couple of instances where Deuce got the hockey assist repositioning players on the floor. One time, Karl Anthony Towns was coming toward him with a pick. He waved Towns off, and then he told Towns to go toward the left corner. And he told the player that was between them to cut through. And when they did, it created a one-on-one with Towns and somebody, and Towns scored. So no, Deuce knows how to run the floor. If you know anything about NBA basketball, you would have saw that. Deuce knows how to run the floor. He's not Jalen Brunson, but he's not going to be. Okay, Jalen Brunson's not him on defense either. So Deuce can run the point. That's not a problem. See, the problem is they had tired legs. Period. End of story. Not only that, I was watching, and even this is the thing. I don't like listening to the other team's comments on the team, but I can't help it. When I record the game, for some reason, it always records FanDuel, which is the opposite team's announcers. In this case, it was Jimmy Jackson, who used to play for Ohio State and Dallas, if you go back far enough, and some other cat. But what they were noting, which I was noting, is how many times the what was their center's name? How many times he got behind? The guy said he's constantly getting behind Karl-Anthony Towns. They said they need to find him. He's constantly getting behind Karl, because a couple of times Karl-Anthony Towns was not only not looking at Zubac, that's his name. He was not only not looking at Zubac, he wasn't even looking at the ball. His eyes were somewhere that wasn't on the ball and wasn't on Zubac, and Zubac would quickly position himself behind Karl-Anthony Towns and get an easy leg. And so that was a bit of a constant problem, okay? OG recognized the problem, but then again, OG is 6'8", Zubac is 7'1", right? So that was a mismatch. So that was part of the problem. And so that we missed MitchRob. We missed MitchRob. So that don't happen. I mean, MitchRob has been letting that happen a little bit, but he called it on himself, and he knows how to not make it happen. Gato is not mobile right now. His left leg is just not working. It's good enough for him to score. It's not good enough for him to play that level of defense. Kolek could get called up, but I'm just saying, let's not waste time. He's not playing. Okay, so Kolek's not playing. Daddy ain't playing. This is not for baby diaper people. This is for, we now in grown man season of the NBA season. We in the grown man section. This ain't time for no defense playing rookies. This ain't time for Thibodeau to be experimenting with rookies. He might get called up for insurance or whatever, whatever the freak, but he ain't gonna play. Okay, so you're gonna see, before you see Kolek or Daddy, you will see Beauchamp play, because Beauchamp knows how to play NBA level defense, and of course, so does PJ Tucker. So you'll see them before you see Kolek. They might call him up. You got 2 weeks without Jalen Brunson, so you might have somebody, if Deuce gets hurt or Deuce gets, God forbid, Deuce gets hurt or Deuce gets in foul trouble, and you can't use Cameron Payne, then you might see them. But that would be a really bad situation. There's situations that if you see them, it's a sign the Knicks are in bad shape. If you see Tyler Kolek play before Cameron Payne and Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride, or even at all with them, it's a bad sign. It's a very bad sign. Okay, so we don't want to see that. We really don't. Not if you want to win. If you got Tyler Kolek's poster on your room and you want his signature and you like all on them nutsacks, I hear you. But I'm trying to win. Period. Okay, I'm trying to win. I want the Knicks to win and keep winning. So that ain't gonna happen, right? So I'm just trying to tell you that ain't gonna happen. You'll see Tyler Kolek along with Hoop Party, along with Daddy A in summer league, and this will be their shot this summer to try to show they could deserve some playing time. Everybody, we know what they need to do. So really, what you're going to see is Deuce, like you saw Friday, Deuce McBride running the point. You're going to see Cameron Payne come in, giving him a blow, and you're going to see Landry Shamet giving him a blow. That's what you're going to see. So that's how it's going to roll. But, yeah, exactly. So that's it. We're trying to win some ball games here. So I'm hoping, this is the thing about energy. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, right? Some games you would expect them to come with energy, and they don't. Then some games you say, man, where did they get the energy from? And they bring it. So I don't know. I'm hoping they flew down to Sacramento. So today is Sunday. They're probably in Sacramento. And that flight probably an hour and a half. It's not a long flight. So they're there. They get some rest. They play Sacramento tomorrow night, 7:30 Sacramento time, the local time, right, for them. So they hopefully get some rest. They rejuvenate. They get some, drinks and whatever nutrition they need to get out there. All right. So Margaret Edwards, I don't like to deal in hypotheticals. It really annoys me. So let me just say this. What has Tibbs shown us? I like to do that. So let's forget what we want for a second. What has Tibbs shown us? Who does Tibbs trust in the absence of Jalen Brunson to run the point? Who does he trust? That's the most important question. It's not who we think. He don't give a crap what you and I think. Neither do the Knicks. But what does Tibbs do? What happened Friday night? What we saw Friday night was Deuce McBride running the point. We saw when they put pressure on Deuce, we saw Josh Hart bringing the ball up, which is normal because even when Jalen Brunson is playing, Josh Hart brings the ball up. Okay, so that's really what we're going to see. It's not even about us guessing. We've already seen the evidence of what he's going to do. Okay, and that's why I can say to y'all with certainty, PJ Tucker's going to play. Okay, why? Because he plays NBA level and especially playoff level defense. Is he going to get a lot of minutes? Probably not. But he'll be a good guy to spell either OG and or McCall on the wing. And, and so he's a good veteran for that. And he's a good veteran to teach them diaper youngins how to be professionals. See, especially Daddy A, because Daddy A is a diaper dandy. He's a little boy, 19, 20 years old. So that's what you're going to see. Now, Marjon Beauchamp to me is the wild card. He's got enough NBA experience to play. Okay? Because he could play NBA level defense and guard 3 positions. He's got enough NBA experience to do that. Will Tibbs play him? I don't know. You might not see him at all. I thought we would see DeLon Wright a little more, but Tibbs feels, and this is what I think Begley even said, they're very comfortable with Deuce, Shamet, and Payne at the guard spot. They don't feel like they need anything else. That's what Begley said. I read that yesterday or last night. So we can forget Kolek and we forget anybody else or our distrust of Deuce at the point. It is irrelevant. Deuce is going to run the point with Cameron Payne coming behind him. That's what's going to happen. So what we want to do, my suggestion, Knicks Nation, is pull for Deuce. You want Deuce to do really well, don't you? You want, since he's going to have the basketball, you want him to succeed. Because if he succeeds, our team will succeed. Does that make sense, y'all? We might like Kolek and say, you might have his post up on your wall and you want to go get his autograph and you think he's the next coming of Steve Nash. But right now, that's irrelevant. What's relevant is for us to pull for the guy that got the pressure on him. Kolek ain't got no pressure on him. He's going to ride the pine and wave his towel. That's what he's going to do. Okay? He's not got no pressure on him. Deuce has will we agree? Deuce has all the pressure on him right now that Jalen Brunson's out for 2 weeks. I mean, do y'all understand that? He's got all the pressure on him right now to run the point, right? So we should be pulling for Deuce McBride to be successful. That's what we want, okay? That's our guy right now, okay? That's our guy. He got the pressure on him to make this happen, okay? And he threw one bad pass Friday night. I did see he threw one bad pass. It ended up being a steal in a basket. And freaking Batum. Batum's a Knick killer. He's been a Knick killer no matter what team he's on, whether it's Clippers or Philly or Portland. He's always been a Knick killer. And so he threw a bad pass. Batum stole it. That was the only bad pass he made Friday night. I watch these things very closely because I want to see what we're doing. And Deuce got very good open looks. He just couldn't knock him down because his legs was tired. And he was playing tremendous defense. So this is what we need, okay? We need that to continue. Okay, we need that to continue. I don't know what y'all feel, KNYT or my man Organic Fanatic. I don't like the present makeup of the Sacramento Kings. When they traded their point guard, Fox, and they also traded Davion Mitchell, I don't like what they're running at the point guard right now. What do y'all think? I don't like the fit of their team. I don't like the way it fits right now. And the reason I bring that up is I feel like that works to our advantage because they don't really, you do remember, how many years were we, the Knicks, looking for a real point guard? How many years were we looking for a real point guard, right? We had all kinds of dudes, but we didn't have that guy that was the point guard. And for years, you were hearing people saying, we need a point guard, we need a point guard, we need a point guard. We finally got one, right? With Jalen Brunson, but Deuce is also our guy as well. So right now, Sacramento is running Malik Monk at the point guard. They just signed Markelle Fultz, and he's a real point guard, but they're still bringing him along. They got Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, the same crew that did not work in Chicago. That's what I'm saying. They got the same crew that did not work in Chicago. Now they got that crew in Sacramento. So I don't know. That's I don't like the way that looks, and I like our chances defensively against that backcourt. I like our chances defensively. So you would have probably, I've been wrong a couple of times on this, but I would guess based on history, Mikal Bridges would guard Zach LaVine. That's what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? I think Mikal Bridges would guard Zach LaVine. Or you'd have OG. What would y'all do? You'd have OG guarding Zach LaVine and Mikal guarding Malik Monk. Malik Monk, an explosive scorer. He really is. But he's not a real point guard. Right. Okay. So, all right. Now, this is very interesting. Now, I want your opinion on this. So, OG on DeRozan. I see Andrew Kim and NKNYT. Okay, I hear that. OG on DeRozan makes sense. I like that. I think OG could do a good job against DeMar DeRozan. I think he can. What do y'all think? Grown-ass man, physical, and our boy DeRozan is a mid-range shooter, right? I mean, right? Are we agree on that? He's a mid-range shooter. So I like OG on DeMar because DeMar is a mid-range shooter. We know he knows he's Hall of Fame level at getting to his spot. If you want to know what it means for NBA players to get to their spot, watch DeMar DeRozan because you can know he's coming there. You know he's going to foul line area. You know that's where he wants to go, and he always gets there. The question is, will there be enough resistance from OG to make that difficult for him? Okay, how many more seconds can you make him expend trying to get to his spot? That's the key here. Okay. Okay, Hart could guard DeRozan, but I gotta agree with the fellas above. I think OG is best suited to guard DeRozan. I think, who is it that just said it? I like Visions said Deuce on Monk. I like that. But what do y'all think? Would you put Mikal Bridges on Monk or Deuce on Monk? And you know what I like about that? Well, no, OG is not guarding Sabonis. I mean, I hear you. I hear you, Joe Curry. I think he could, but Gato's got to guard somebody. So, and then you're looking at Mitchell Robinson playing, right? Mitchell Robinson's I think it's a 90% chance Mitch Rob plays. He just rested Friday because it was back-to-back. But I think you're going to see a Mitchell Robinson sighting. So, is that true? Is that true? Let me look at their injury report for them. Let's take a look. For Sacramento, Malik Monk is not playing today. Oh, Sabonis is out a week with a grade 1 hamstring strain. Good catch. Who is that? KNYT? Good catch. So Malik Monk is out. And by the way, this is the first game when we play Sacramento tomorrow, it'll be second night of back-to-back for Sactown. It'll be second night of back-to-back. They're playing a game tonight, right? And it'll be second night back-to-back. So Sabonis is sitting. So that means who they got behind Sabonis? Who's their 5 guy behind Sabonis? Let's take a look at this. This ain't going, it's your boy. It's your boy. It's everybody's boy. This is who everybody wanted us to get rid of Mitchell Robinson for. Jonas Valanciunas is the guy. Jonas Valanciunas is behind Sabonis. They got 2 Eastern Europeans, Sabonis and Valanciunas. And then Jonas backing up Sabonis. They got Jonas backing up Sabonis. Now, this is the thing about guys like Jonas. Okay? Big, strong, physical down low, right? But ain't got no motor. That's the big man issue. Ain't got no motor. He could play some defense, but the problem is he ain't got no motor. So if you run him a little bit, we can get some advantages here. So he's tough down low though now. He going to give Cat hell down low in the early part of that game. He going to give Cat hell down low. But over the course of a game, and let me tell you something else about Jonas. Jonas do not want to see no parts of the Louisiana Cajun Mitchell Robbins. I'm telling you that right now. He don't want to see no parts of MitchRob. MitchRob be swatting his mess into all over the place. I'm looking for MitchRob to do this though. When MitchRob is on, he blocks a shot and the ball stays in play. Okay, when MitchRob is on, he blocks a shot and the ball stays in play. Lately, he's been blocking the shot out of bounds, and that's cool. But I like when he blocks the shot and the ball stays in play. That's, to me, part of him getting back in the flow. MitchRob blocks shots and starts fast breaks with him, see? So I'm looking for that, and I'm looking for MitchRob to outrun big flat-foot Jonas down the floor a couple of times, and Deuce finding him. Yeah. So I'm hoping for that. But yeah, this is one of them games that the Knicks could win. They could, because this is what we call get back in what's what? Get right game. This is our get right on the road game. You know what I'm saying? This is our get right on the road type game. We little off. Our boy Jalen's out for a couple weeks, and we was tired legs on Friday. They was gallant though. Our boys was gallant. But this is our get right on the road type situation. Yeah, get right on the road type situation. Yeah, so that's it. What's my take on PJ? Tell me if you all agree. I said it already, Yuri, but you might not have been here, so let me repeat it, okay? Let me repeat it. And I want y'all, Yuri, I want all y'all to tell me if you agree. PJ Tucker is 39 years old. He is an NBA level roughneck. Right? He's an NBA level roughneck, which means he's an enforcer type dude. He's a veteran. And I'm thinking he can give us 10 to 15 minutes of roughneck defensive hard basketball on a nightly basis until we can get MitchRob in the full swing. What you think? What y'all think? I think that's what I'm looking at with PJ Tucker. I'm looking at 10 to 15 minutes of roughneck basketball from the vet roughneck PJ Tucker. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Also, PJ Tucker, this is my observation. I feel like he's a pretty good corner 3-point shooter. PJ's a 3-4, Mr. Edwards. He plays both the 3 and the 4. He guards both the 3 and the 4. That's his forte. He's the 3-4 type dude. Really, that's what he plays. Okay. And he's a pretty good 3-point shooter from the corners. He's a pretty good corner 3-point shooter. He's like, that OG mode. Corner 3-point shooter, grown ass man. I mean, PJ Tucker now, he's a grown ass man. That's what I'm saying. He's a grown ass man. So he does fit Tibbs' culture. I have to agree with you, Coach House. He does. So I like the pickup, and especially now with missing JB, I like the pickup. We good at the guard spot. I'm very good, and so is the Knicks. According to Begley, the Knicks are very comfortable with the backcourt point guard combo of Deuce with Payne, and they're very comfortable flowing with Shamet as a sub. I am as well. I'm not worried about that. And I actually think, what y'all think? I think this JB situation is a blessing in disguise. What y'all think? I think it's a blessing in disguise. Because if he does miss 2 weeks, right, he gets rest for 2 weeks, right? And if Jalen Brunson, and like I said, I got another saying, some Hebrew saying, don't ever bet against Jalen Brunson. You will lose. Don't ever bet against Jalen Brunson. Okay? So let me tell you something about Mr. Brunson. He going to come back with like a house of fire. That's what I'm telling you. He ain't going to come back to ease him into the situation MitchRob style. This boy might come back and drop 40 first night he come back. Just to show y'all, y'all thought I was gone? Let me show you I'm back. Let me show you who I am. That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking, JB coming back like a house of fire. That's going to be a good thing. So in the meantime, Deuce is going to run the point. And I'm expecting Deuce to get, what he did get now. He did get open looks Friday night. He just couldn't nail them. He's going to get those same open looks against Sacramento. So what we want to see is we want Mr. McBride to start knocking down, like we know he can, his 3-point shot and his little drop shot from the mid-range. If he starts to do that, brethren, we're going to be in good shape. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're going to be in good shape. Mikal Bridges played very well Friday night. KNYT, you're one of the few that noticed that. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? He played very well on both sides of the ball. Let me say this. Can I say this? Friday night was not Josh Hart a freaking animal on Friday night? Gone. Josh Hart is amazing, man. I'm telling you, he's becoming one of my favorite Knicks, man. I'm trying to tell you. The boy had 20 rebounds. He had 20 rebounds on Friday night. Not 10, not 15, not 17. This dude had 20 rebounds Friday night. 20. There you go. Listen, man. I mean, if he gets 20 rebounds, if you in the league and you get 20 boards, let me tell you something. You got to be doing some work to get 20 boards if you 7'2". You hear what I'm saying? You got to be doing some work to get 20 boards. I saw Cat get 20 boards. You got to be doing some work. You got to be working your tail off to get 20 boards in the league. This dude had 20 boards on Friday. I was like, what the hell, man? What the hell is this guy? You can't write off Josh Hart. Second night of a back-to-back, the boy had 20 rebounds. Oh, my gosh. No. I don't want to hear nothing about Josh Hart being only 6'4". I don't want to hear nothing about that. Josh Hart ripped down 20 boards on Friday night. OG Anunoby had 7 offensive rebounds Friday night. Second night of a back-to-back. You know what it is, right? You know what it is. It's getting ready to be playoff time. You don't think these guys know that? It's getting ready to be playoff time. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all know Tibbs, right? Tell me something. Doesn't Tibbs start solidifying his dudes as we're getting close to the season and getting ready for the playoffs? Doesn't he start solidifying his dudes? Doesn't he start saying, you know what? It's time for me to play the men. It's time for us to play the men. That's why some of y'all still mentioning rookies. I don't know what's wrong with you. I hear you. Come on. Come on now. Stop playing. It's like when Michael Corleone said, you know, they're going to want to meet with me, right? I want to be a bar, restaurant, someplace public so I feel safe. And if Clemenza can figure a way to plant a gun there, I can't have a gun when I walk in because they'll check me, so I can't have a weapon on me then, right? But if Clemenza can figure a way to have a gun planted there, I'll kill them both. And you know what happened, right? First Clemenza started cracking up, and then Nick started cracking up, and they was all cracking up. But Michael was dead serious. See, the thing is that people forgot about Michael. Michael killed people before. He was in the war. He was a war hero. You don't become a war hero without killing somebody. So Michael killed people. And even Sonny mentioned it. He said, this ain't in the war, you know, where you shoot people from long range. You got to walk up on them and blow their brains up. Michael said, no, this is not personal. This is business. You know what? It's time for the grown men to step up. Oh, Moses Brown. Oh, my God. Look. First off, I want you to notice something, please. Can we notice something? First off, can we make some notice thing? Okay, listen. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. So the Knicks signed PJ Tucker to a contract. It's a 10-day, but it's a contract. Is that correct? They signed PJ Tucker to a contract. Isn't that correct? Okay. Secondly, they signed Marjon Beauchamp to a 2-way contract, right? I mean, NKNYT mentioned he could only play in half of the remaining games. So we're talking about 10 games, but still, he signed to an NBA 2-way contract, right? Did Moses Brown sign a contract? Did they sign him to a contract? Testing 1, 2, 3. Did they sign Moses Brown to a contract? What did he get a 2-way contract? Did he get a 10-day contract, which would make him on a regular roster? What did he get? I'm saying, what did he get? Oh, he got a G League contract. So here's my third point, and I want y'all to tell me again, KNYT, you know your stuff, Organic Fanatic, tell me if I'm wrong. If he's not on a two-way deal or a 10-day deal, he's on a G League deal, can he play in the regular roster? Can he play against anybody on the regular roster? If he's on a G League deal, he's not on a two-way deal, he's not on a 10-day deal, he's on a G League deal. Can he play? Okay, so wait. Okay, then I try to be logical with this situation. I know that's difficult sometimes. I know it is, but I'm trying to be logical. Nope, they can't even bring him up, Marcus Edwards. He's on a G League deal. He cannot be brought up. He can only be brought up if he's on a two-way deal. If he's on a two-way deal or a 10-day contract, he could play. See, Marjon could play. He's on a two-way contract. As KNYT pointed out, he could play up to half the remaining games. So he's eligible to play. But a guy on a G League deal cannot play. He can't be brought up. He can't nothing. Now, look. Let me try to bring another fact and tell me if it's right. They still have a two-way spot available. Am I lying? They still have a two-way spot available. Okay? They still have a two-way spot available. So if they got a two-way spot available and they bring Moses Brown back, but not to a two-way spot, what does that tell you they feel about Moses Brown? What do you think? Is he ready for the league? And somebody in the Knicks organization, the Don, Perrin, they're looking at Moses Brown and say, this dude ready for the league, man. He just got 20 rebounds in the G League. He's ready for the league. Well, why do we still have no G League, no two-way deal for Moses Brown? Not even a 10-day contract. Listen, the Knicks, listen carefully now. Again, I'm getting this from Ian Begley. I did read this, so I'm not making it up. The Knicks are very comfortable with Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Precious Achiuwa manning the five. They're very comfortable with that. Y'all understand what I just said now? No. I'm just telling you, it's not about me. I'm just telling you what the Knicks are talking. Again, let's differentiate from what I or you want, and let's see logically what the Knicks doing, right? Now, first off, part of the problem is there is a culture in Knicks Nation of second guessing everything the Knicks do, everything Thibodeau does. If Thibodeau called the play at the end of a game to win it, they say he should have called another play. If Thibodeau walked on water, they'd say Thibodeau walked on water because he can't swim. So there's always in Knicks Nation's culture, from the battered wife syndrome, second guessing. It drives me crazy. I don't want to second guess my dude. Tibbs is my dude. So but there's always somebody, one Monday morning quarterback, in second guessing. So instead of saying it like this is a perfect example. So we have one Moses Brown, 7'2". He was first in the NBA, I think 4 years ago. Am I not, like 2021? I think it was his rookie year, 2020, something like that. So he's been in the league 4 or 5 seasons. Okay. Nobody signed him. He was on Dallas. They waived him. Nobody signed him. So I would think, this is just me trying to be it logically, that the Knicks do not believe he's ready for the league. Am I telling you all something that sounds right or not? The Knicks do not believe Moses Brown is ready for the NBA. Because if he was, they would have signed him. Do y'all understand that? If Moses Brown was ready for the NBA, they would have signed him. But somebody in the Knicks brass, nobody's strong enough on him to say, give him a G League contract. Give him a two-way contract. Give him a two-way contract or give him a 10-day deal. Nope, nobody's doing that. They're saying, let him play the G League. He's not even eligible to come up from the G League. Let him play the G League. Let me ask you all, here's another question. Why can Tyler Kolek and Pacome Daddier play G League games and still come up on the regular team? How come they can do it and Moses Brown cannot? How come Tyler Kolek, Ariel Hukporti, or Pacome Daddier, they can play G League and then they can come up and play in the league? Because that's right. Because they're on, NBA contracts. And because, wait a minute, tell me, Yuri, if I'm telling the truth, the Knicks brass believe that they have possibilities to play in the league, right? Kolek, Hukporti, and Daddier. They believe that these three young men have talent enough to play NBA level basketball. So they have contracts that can allow them to get run in the G League and come up when the Knicks want them to come up. Moses Brown and Johnny Davis do not. They do not have NBA contracts. They're both on G League contracts. So it tells me, just me, maybe it's just me, it tells me they're on the Westchester Knicks right now. They are hoping to get a shot to show what they got in Summer League, so that when they play Summer League, they're hoping to get a two-way deal or to get a 15th man deal or to get some sort of NBA deal that allows them to play in the league. See? But as of right now, as I'm speaking to you coming toward early March right now, the NBA, the nobody in the league, but listen, if anybody in the league thought Moses Brown was NBA ready, don't you know he'd be signed already? This is the NBA. They don't waste time. They don't overlook talent when it's ready. This is the league. This is the thing. You're also used to second guessing that you don't think the Knicks know what they're doing. So you're doubting, you're talking about Moses Brown as if the Knicks are missing the boat. The truth is, you're missing the boat. The Knicks ain't missing nothing. They know what they're doing. They know NBA level talent when they see it. See? So if Moses Brown is signed to a G League deal, guess what? That's what he's worth. A G League deal. Okay? If he was better than that, if he's worthy to be on somebody's roster in 30 teams, he would be. He would be. But nobody has decided that. Johnny Davis, coming out of Wisconsin, I was telling y'all that year, do not draft him. There were people wanting the Knicks to draft him. I said, do not draft him. He is not ready for the NBA. And the Bullets, the Wizards drafted him, and he's been there 3 years and hasn't been able to really break through. You know why? Because he's still not ready for the NBA. See, there are guys that can ball in college. And sometimes it's hard to differentiate between a guy that can ball in college and a guy that could play in the league. Sometimes it is. But there are certain little nuances you got to catch, y'all. Okay? Does he have the foot speed, the quickness to play NBA level defense? Can he get his shot off consistently against NBA level speed? Can he keep up with NBA level speed on offense and defense? Can he keep up with what's being run? Can he read stuff and anticipate? See, there's guys. Johnny Davis could do that really good at Wisconsin. He really could. I don't know. I think he was an All-American at Wisconsin. He was good, but he did not have the level to do those things that I just mentioned on an NBA level. Okay, there are guys that you just know can. You know, they may not be stars in the league, but they can play in the league. Ryan Dunn, for example. Right? Ryan Dunn. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's ever offered him an NBA level deal. Jimmer Fredette. But Ryan Dunn can play NBA level defense. The game is not too fast for him defensively. Okay. Usu Ighodaro can play NBA level defense. He is not NBA ready offensively. Neither is Ryan Dunn. But defensively, they're both ready. See? So you can get them both on the floor, and nobody's going to be able to run a play that's going to pretty much get them confused like Kevin Knox used to be. Not to those two guys, because they know how to play NBA level defense. Not everybody can. Okay, it's the league. This is very different out there, man. So for a guy like Moses Brown, you may not, it's a subtle difference, but he may not be able to push anybody around like he can push people around in the G League. He may not be able to get the little shot off from 8 feet like he could in the G League because it's much faster in the NBA. And y'all have seen this every summer. Tell me every summer. Am I right? Does not Ben Simmons shoot jump shots from 3 points in the summer? Every summer. You see him like lighten up the 3-point line in the summer. And he can never do it in an actual NBA game. He can do it in practice and play summer games with people on the side, on the street, and he can hit threes. And you'd be like, damn, he's going to hit threes this year. He's never done it because it's a lot different shooting at the speed of the NBA. It's a lot different, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's a lot different. You remember at the end of his career, there was a thing called Hoodie Mello. How many of y'all remember Hoodie Mello? Hoodie Mello could go off in the games that they played, with NBA players in the summer, but he could never do that anymore in the league because it's faster. See, it's much faster in the league. Okay, so his diminishing skills were such that he could do that in the summer. You probably get Carmelo Anthony against a Division I college team. He'll probably go out there today and light up any Division I college team in practice. He probably light them all up, but he could not do that in the league. Okay, it's a faster, stronger game. You got to be able to read things. So many times, how many of y'all have been to games, the Knicks games? How many times you see Jalen Brunson throw the ball and you're wondering where he's throwing it, and a guy all of a sudden appears open that wasn't open when he was just letting loose of the ball? It happens so fast. Okay, guys are used to that. That's the league. Okay, so, but that's what I'm saying. So all of the people crying over Moses Brown, my problem. This is my problem. I will admit this is my problem. I remember who those guys are. And so when they come up with something else to say, look at this other player, I don't pay them no mind, no more. You've proven to me you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I can't rely on you for positive information. When you say somebody's good, I'm probably doubting that because you thought Moses Brown was good, right? Or you thought Moutier was going to be the starter, right? That's what I'm saying. So, come on, man. Come on, man. Or you thought Tyler Kolek was going to challenge Deuce McBride for rotation minutes. There was a lot of that last summer. Am I making that up? Jay Supreme, am I making that up? There was guys saying Tyler Kolek is going to challenge Deuce McBride for rotation minutes in his rookie year because the second coming of Steve Nash and Deuce is the odd man out. There were people saying that last summer. Man, I spent half the summer trying to fight that off. Half the summer trying to fight that off, man. Now, Guilford, you remember, I spent half the summer trying to fight that off. Everybody was insisting, oh, man, you sleeping on Kolek. Why you hate Kolek? No, Kolek going to take Deuce minutes, man. No. Prezi. And that's the thing. When somebody had the gonads to mention John Stockton, I almost fell out my chair. You know how many times John Stockton was all NBA defense? Like, nobody thinks about that. John Stockton was like tough as nails defensively, man. He wasn't no joke. Like, I will give you like half his assists came from pick and rolls with Karl Malone, right? I'll give you that. But I'm talking about on defense, John Stockton wasn't no joke, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He was multiple time NBA or NBA defense. So let me ask you, Tyler Kolek cannot guard his shadow. Tyler Kolek couldn't guard a cone. If you put a cone on the floor and stood in that play, the cone would go backdoor on Tyler Kolek. That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, you got some nerve. I would be so like, I was kind of like offended for John Stockton. You got the nerve to mention this rookie that can't guard his shadow with John Stockton? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I was like, what the hell? And so that's why, like, when I see YouTubers or people like NBA Central bring up, well, this guy's, he's going to challenge Deuce for minutes. I was like, see, I already knew you were an idiot, but now you just really confirmed it. I don't even waste time with certain people. I don't even waste time. I'll come on Twitter and people will try to start conversations with me. But if you notice, I won't answer. For what? I'm 64 freaking years old. I got limited time left on the planet. What I don't want to do is waste what breaths I got left with idiots. That's what I'm saying, man. Hell no. I ain't gonna engage you for what? Mm-mm. I'm trying to say you could give him a crossing guard thing with kids crossing the street and them babies will get hit. That's all I'm saying. You can give Kolick a sign, street crossing, guard the children, and them children will get hit by a car. I'm trying to tell you, man. Oh my gosh, man. Listen, I always said, and I will say it again. I hope the boy makes it. I really do. I'm pulling for this summer, Tyler Kolick to show that he don't have to be he don't have to be Deuce McBride on defense. He don't. He just got to be able to, he got to be Jalen Brunson on defense. Can I say that? Is that fair? See, he got to be Jalen Brunson on defense. That's all I'm saying. He ain't got to be Deuce McBride on defense. He's got to be Jalen Brunson on defense. That's all I'm saying. Can you be Jalen Brunson on defense? That's all. Can he do that? If he could be Jalen Brunson, he's not right now. I'm going to tell you that. He ain't nowhere near. Jalen Brunson looks like Dennis Rodman compared to Tyler Kolick. Jalen Brunson is like Dennis Rodman compared to Tyler Kolick. Oh my gosh, man. There's high school dudes that would give Kolick a run for his money on defense. Let me go a step further. Ryan Dunn, a rookie. Is Tyler Kolick as good as Ryan Dunn defensively as a rookie? Can Tyler Kolick play the same level of defense as Ryan Dunn on Phoenix, who comes out of Virginia? Can he? No, this is the thing. Jalen Brunson will never be mistaken for an all-NBA defender. But what he is smart. Brunson plays the game with his head. Offensively, he does that also. But he's got footwork to go with it offensively. But defensively, he reads the game. He doesn't have the footwork, the speed, the quickness to really do whatever Deuce McBride does. He can't do that. But he reads the game and he tries his best to put himself in position not to get beat. So he's good in that way because Jalen Brunson is one of the highest IQ guys I have ever seen on an NBA court. He just plays the game on another level. He's chess, he plays chess on the game in another level. He does not have the physical attributes to really play. You cannot put him like on the same guy's deuce guard. You cannot. He's going to get killed. But he knows how to play smart. He knows to give up something. He might give up the three because he knows he's going to get blown by. Or if a guy can't blow by him, he'll crowd him. He plays the game smart like that. Okay, but he still gets beat. But he really limits it. When he first came to the Knicks from Dallas that first year, he was doing the juju and waving guys by at first. It was driving me crazy. But then his second year, when they made him the captain, when he decided, okay, this is my team, and he was used to it being his team, you started seeing him play better defense. Again, there was a game, I don't know who it was against, where the Knicks sucked on defense, and one of the few guys playing defense was Jalen Brunson. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy crap. I think it was Golden State. He was one of the few guys that was actually in the right position where he was supposed to be on defense. I was really impressed. I was really impressed. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. So, I'm hoping Tyler Kolick, right now, while he's waving the towel, he should be, tell me what you think. What you think, Alawa? He should be hitting the weight room. That's a young dude should be hitting the weight room. He should be hitting the weight room. He should be doing them things with them blocks, slides, right? He should be doing that so that nobody could push him around next summer. Okay? Nobody could push him around. And he needs to be looking at film so he could be like Jalen Brunson and understand where the hell he's supposed to be on the floor defensively. Offensively, we ain't got no problem with Tyler Kolick offensively. I don't think nobody has a problem with Tyler Kolick offensively. The boy is NBA level. Offensively, he really is. But he will give up more than he scores. That's the problem. You cannot have that. If you want to win a chip, you cannot have that. Okay? You got to at least play your guy to even. the Sacramento announcers brought up a very interesting point in last night's game. They brought up that by the third quarter, all of the Knicks were plus minus negative except Josh Hart. And they said, we're not out the woods yet. They said Sacramento's not out. I mean, they said the Clippers are not out the woods yet. They said because when Josh Hart is positive on his matchup in the Knicks game, the Knicks are 30-1. I was like, I didn't even know that. That was powerful. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. They said when the announcer said when Josh Hart is positive, the Knicks are 30-1. See, he ended the game -6, but at that point in the game, he was +1 at that point in the game. So I was like, dang, gone, man. So again, there are other teams that respect what the Knicks could do. The biggest disrespect the Knicks get is from their own media and their own fan base. I mean, I'm just telling you that I'm just keeping it a buck for real. The biggest disrespect, the most second guessing, the most hate the Knicks get is not from the opponent. It's from their own guys. It's from their own fans. It's from their own media. That's the sad thing. That kills me. Okay, that's the thing. Somebody asked me, what adjustments can we make because they can't shoot? If we talking about one game, come on, man. Yeah, Stockton was all NBA level defense, man. I mean, Stockton was that tough, roughneck white boy. I'm trying to tell you, he really was. You know, he was a rough, and that's when the NBA level game was much more physical. There was hand checking, there were bumping, there was much more physical. And Stockton was about 6'3", am I right? Am I right? Or was he 6? He wasn't big. He wasn't like a big dude. He wasn't like, 6'5". He wasn't like that. He was like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". And he was slim, like 185. But dude did business, man. Defensively, he would lock you up, man. That's all I'm saying. So, no, Cat is not healthy. I don't know how bad his knee is, but it's hindering him from performing at the highest level. But I will say this, and tell me did y'all see the MitchRob Cat pairing? I don't know how many minutes it was, but during the MitchRob Cat minutes, when they were both on the floor together, the Knicks went up by 13. When they were both on the floor together, Cat and MitchRob. And I'm trying to tell you, if we could get MitchRob up so that he's starting and you got Cat with him, was he 6'2", Rob? Okay, so he wasn't a giant dude. That's all I'm saying. If he wasn't a giant dude, but that dude would lock you up, man. That's all I'm saying. He would lock you up. So to mention Tyler Kolek with John Stockton, I was like, that's disrespect. That's complete disrespect. That's like mentioning the kid that has crayons in kindergarten to Michelangelo. You understand what I'm saying? That is disrespect, man. You don't do that. Don't say, oh, he got some John Stockton. No, he doesn't. No, he don't. Stop it. No. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, man. So I'm saying, yeah, Prezi, you right. That's all I'm saying. See, everybody got us going the rest of the way without losing when they look good, and then not winning anything when they look bad. They're not a championship team. They can't do this with Tom Thibodeau as a coach. They never do this. They can't do that. It's tiring, man. Welcome to my world. I'm hearing this every day. The thing is, somebody catch the disease from BSPN, and then they bring it to my channel. And I'm like, why y'all do that? Somebody said, why you down in, what do you say? Why you down in Moses Brown? I said, well, stop mentioning that fool on my channel and we won't have to talk about it. Right? I don't mention him till y'all mention him. You'll hear me saying, where's Moses Brown at? Can we play Moses Brown? You don't hear me doing that. Stop mentioning that fool on my channel and that scrub won't get dissed. That's all I'm saying. Stop mentioning him. Bringing that filth on my channel, man. Then people be getting all that diarrhea of their mouth and coming in here with all that BS from Twitter. And then they were, well, Raw, you're not being fair. I want to express my opinion. You can express that in the toilet where it belongs. You need to squat with that and flush it. That's all I'm saying. Shoot. There gone, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Entertainment, no. Say, what the hell? Somebody said, well, you mentioned the game and you had no criticism of McCobbridge. I said, fool, you better go back. I'm going to let you go this time. I told him, I'm going to let you go this time. But go back and read your disclaimer before you come on here with that toilet crap. Don't even do it. This ain't no time for you to be trying to diss on McCall. You can't do it. And they're going to try to tell me he was fading away a couple of times a shot. Wait, what part of that's his favorite shot don't you understand, fool? It's a beautiful shot to me. That's his favorite shot. So what? He fades away. And all of a sudden, we got all of these dudes, Gene Hackman dudes, rest in peace, from Hoosiers, going to try to coach him. He needs to learn how to go directly to the basket. I'm like, okay, wait. Jay Wright. Y'all know who Jay Wright is? Jay Wright, the former head coach of the University of Villanova, never told McCall Bridges, I need you to change your jump shot. I don't like you fading like that. He never did that. You think Jay Wright knows a little bit about basketball? And we got guys making a whole content on the fadeaway that McCall shoots. Like, it's something wrong. He shot 5 fadeaways. Oh, wow. That means he had 5 looks. He should have went to the basket. Oh, I got you. It killed me. See, I never played in the league. So I respect dudes that play in the league to understand what the hell they're doing, that they're good enough to know how to play the game that they're playing in the league. You're talking about McCall Bridges, a guy that has never missed a game from high school. In other words, he has played in every single game. That's not just a testament to his durability. It is a testament to his durability, but it's not just that. I think about it like this. To me, that means every coach from high school to college to the league thought, we need to keep this brother on the floor. That's the way I look at it. It is a testament to his durability, but to me, it's like coaches from high school all the way through the pros have said, when I get McCall Bridges on my team, he's playing. That's all I'm saying. From rookie year, he's playing. Okay? But we got all of these so-called Monday morning drunken ass experts going to tell us this is what McCall needs to do. He's not playing right. I mean, he needs to go to the basket some more. I don't like him. He's too weak. I don't know, dudes. I don't know. Like my dad used to say, I don't know, man. I don't know. Shoot. That. OG is something else on the defensive end. And the thing is, have y'all noticed that, it took him, I would say maybe a week. The first week he came back from the injury, he was still a little rusty, right? But then all of a sudden, you see the switch come on. Like he got back in the flow. And some of y'all said he should guard DeMar DeRozan tomorrow. Somebody said he should guard Sabonis. I don't care which one he guards, really, because whoever he guards is in for hell tomorrow night. That's all I'm saying. Whoever OG Anunoby is guarding has hell to pay. That's all I'm saying. Whether it was Kawhi Leonard or Harden, whichever got switched on OG Anunoby, there was hell to pay. That's all I'm saying. And so it's going to be more hell to pay tomorrow. OG was balling Friday night. They just didn't have the energy to follow up. That's all. He had 11 points. He didn't shoot the ball well, 4 of 15, but he was D'ing up, man. And he was getting boards. 7 offensive rebounds. Come on. He was getting boards, man. Deuce was 2 of 13, 2 of 9 from 3. That ain't Deuce McBride. I want him to take 13 more shots and 9 more 3-pointers tomorrow night. That's what I'm saying. Take 9 more 3-pointers tomorrow night, Mr. McBride. I want to see you pull up, brother. Let's do that thing again, baby, with fresh legs to see what we got, Mr. McBride. That's all I'm saying. I want to see some more of that mess, man. Shoot. The hell with that. Yeah. And Josh shot 13 times. Gato had 21 shots. He was 8-21. So nobody was really shooting the ball well, except McCall. McCall was 8 of 12, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, but he only shot 1 3. He was mostly mid-range. He was killing. McCall was just straight killing. McCall was straight killing. And then there was Precious. Precious was one of the few guys. He was +3. Shamet was +2. That means, and I had something else, they can't score. Why do you have them on the floor if they can't score? Hey, y'all know what I'm about to say. Somebody asked me the question, why do we have Shamet and Payne and Precious on the floor when they can't score. We need scoring. How come we have them on the floor? Can y'all please help the person out? We don't have them on we have them on the floor for what reason? Yo, what do y'all think? Why does Shamet play when he can't shoot, apparently? Or why does Payne play? Coach Hauser, you are my boy. You my man. I ain't gonna say my boy. You ain't no boy. You my man. That's what we need. No defense, no bueno. Forget how well they're shooting the ball. Yes, we'd like them to shoot the ball at a high level, but there's no defense, there's no bueno. So why are they on the floor? Because they can work their ass off on defense. They play great defense, both of them. Okay, that's why they're there. Yes. So Shamet, though, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, he only took 4 shots. He doesn't force shots, and you're going to see. You're going to be very happy you have this young man on your team come playoff time. He's going to hit some big shots for us. And I'm not being a prophet by saying that. I'm telling you, Cameron Payne and Landry Shamet are going to hit big shots in the playoffs. Why? Because that's what they do. That's what they do. And now you got both of them playing disruptive, as Tibbs would say, disruptive defense. Hell yeah, I'm all for it, baby. I'm waiting for my man Deuce to break out. I want them legs coming in fresh. Let's go, West Virginia, boy. Cincinnati, boy. Let's get it going, man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I know, fire Tibbs. Who are these mentally challenged people? Who are these drunken idiots? Who are they? And why are we listening to them? I mean, oh my God. Oh man. Yeah. Let's talk about Phoenix. Where they at? They in the top 4 in the West, right? They must be. They got Kevin Durant on their team. They got Devin Booker on their team. They got Milton Bradley. What's his name? Bradley Beal. They got Bradley Beal on the team. They must be top 4 in the West, right? Oh, they're 11th in the West. They're 29-34. They're only 23 and a half games out of first. I mean, with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Milton Bradley Beal. There you go. My goodness. All 3 guys, if you listen to some of the idiots that are supposed to be Knicks fans, all 3 guys were expected to be New York Knicks. If you listen to idiots on Twitter in the summer, all 3 guys, the Knicks were going to pursue them. All 3 at different times. Anyway, let's talk about real. Tomorrow. So, y'all decided you think OG's going to guard DeMar DeRozan. I think McCall's probably going to guard Malik Monk. No, McCall's probably going to guard Zach LaVine. You're going to have Deuce on Malik Monk. What y'all think? I think Deuce guards Malik. I think McCall guards Zach. And I think OG guards DeMar. Hart can guard Keenan Murray. And you're going to have Gato guarding whoever the 5 is. Now, the thing I like about that particular alignment is, can we agree, like, if they start running picks, right, and you end up having McCall on DeMar or Deuce on LaVine, I'm still very confident that whoever gets switched on those guys from between McCall, OG, and Deuce, that they can handle their business against any of those 3 other guys. Like, they can guard Monk and LaVine and DeMar. This is what I like about it. And look, if you ended up with Josh Hart on one of those guys, I'm good with that. I think we'd be good with that. You know, I really think we'd be good with that. I was more concerned with Sabonis because of Gato's limitations as far as movement defensively. I was a little bit more concerned with Sabonis, but I'm not, Jonas Valanciunas is going to eat him up a little bit early in the game, but then Jonas going to get tired and we're going to be running. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So, and listen, Precious did a good job Friday night. He really did. Precious was positive. I think Precious, let me look at it. Precious on Friday night, I think he was +6. Precious did a good job. Precious can guard big guys. He can guard 5s. Precious really can. He's a power forward, but he could guard five. Let me look at his notes. Precious had 9 points and 5 boards, and he was +3 on Friday. 4 of 6 from the field. The thing is, right now, he don't have a consistent jump shot. Give him another summer. He worked on it last year, and he's hit a few of them. He's not a big-time three-point shooter, but he's coming. Let him work on it again this summer. Hopefully, we can retain Precious. I was a little concerned about that this year. I'm glad we still got him. To me, Precious is a keeper. I know it's a matter of the money and the budget and all that. We got to see. We got to see. Oh, JJ47K come in the room and he's throwing bull crap and hoping it catches one of us. Cleveland fired their coach and hired a better one. Tibbs' time is done. He will never change. And first of all, there's a couple of assumptions that we're making with this stupid ass comment from this dumb ass commenter. There's a couple of assumptions that we make with this stupid ass commenter. Let's see here. There's a couple of assumptions we make. First of all, we're making an assumption that Tibbs needs to change. Bullshit. We're making an assumption that so according to JJ and whoever the hell his retarded crew is that's listening to him, Tibbs needs to change. And because he'll never change, we need to punish him by firing him. Dumbass. Yep, third rail. It's warming up. It's warming up. It's warming up. Second of all, we have to make an assumption that JJ47K knows more about the NBA game than Tom Thibodeau. We have to make that assumption. Bullshit. Excuse me. Thirdly, we have to make another assumption that this dumbass don't remember David Fisdale. We have to make an assumption. He must not remember David Fisdale or Derek Fisher. He must not remember Jeff Hornacek. He must not have remembered that before Thibodeau came, we were winning 17 games a year, this dumbass. He must not remember that. He must not remember that we are third in the East right now. That during Thibodeau's time, the Knicks have been 4th, 5th, 2nd, and 3rd in the East. He must not remember that. That in the last 25 years, that has never happened. In the last 25 years, that has never happened. Okay? Why am I name calling? Because I'm just, you know what it is? Why am I name calling you? Why am I calling you a dumbass? That is not nice, is it? Why am I calling you a dumbass? That's true. Let me just fix the problem. You're right. I shouldn't get all upset about it. I should just fix the problem. Just get rid of the problem, right? That's it. When you got a cancer, cut it out. Is that right? When you get a cancer, cut it out. Okay, he's right. Let me cut out the cancer. He should have chose the firing squad. He should have chose the firing squad. He chose the third rail. He should have chose the firing squad. That's all I'm saying. Do y'all remember there was a time when people said Tibbs can't coach offense? Do y'all remember that? Am I the only one that remember that? There was a time when there was a lot of people in the Knicks Nation saying Tibbs needs an offensive coordinator. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to say, was that something we heard in the last 5 years? Tibbs needs an offensive coordinator. Did we hear that? Well, that means he can't coach offense, right? He doesn't have any imagination. So that means if we're looking at the New York Knicks offensively, they must be ranked near the bottom, of the league offensively, because Tibbs can't coach offense. I mean, after all, he's a defensive coach. He can't coach offense. They must be ranked near the bottom offensively because he can't coach offense. I mean, they can't be 4th in offense in the league, right? They can't be 4th in the East, right? Because he can't coach offense. We need an offensive coordinator. What y'all think? We've top 4 in the East, top 5 in the league. What y'all think? He must not be able to coach any offense. I mean, am I making that up or was that a thing? Organic? Am I making that up, Guilford? Am I making that up or was that a thing? Were there people saying we need an offensive coordinator because Tibbs can't coach offense? He has no imagination. He's stuck in the 90s. He can't coach any offense. Okay. We're 5th in the NBA in offense. Peter White asked a question. I want y'all in Knicks Nation to help Peter White out. All right, are you ready? Let's see. Peter White say, talk about Top and Raw. What happened with him? Why he got cut? Okay, let's break this down. Are you listening, Peter White? I'm ready to explain. Are you listening? Are you ready to hear the truth of the matter? Are you ready, Mr. White? Are you ready? You ready to hear this? Okay, here. Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. The Knicks have a coaching staff and scouting. The Knicks have an idea of what a real NBA player looks like. If there's a really good NBA player available, they will sign him. If the Knicks decide that they have a guy that's on their roster that's not really ready for our team, doesn't fit on our team, then they would logically cut that man. Does that make sense? So let's follow it logically. Apparently, Obi's little brother wasn't ready for the league. Okay? That's why he got cut. If he was ready for the league, he'd still be on the team. But he got cut because he's not ready for the league. That's why he got cut. Exactly. You might say, well, why did they sign him? They were trying to do. See, this is the thing. Instead of second guessing your team, you should always think positively. And first, let's start with the premise. They know what the hell they're doing. Can we do that? I know that's hard for some in Knicks Nation, but let's start with the premise. The New York Knicks from top to bottom know what the hell they're doing. They know how to run an organization. They know how to win games. They know how to pick NBA players. So that premise, if somebody gets cut, it means they didn't fit on the team and or in the league. Not ready. Period. It's like people are asking, how come Tyler Kolek's not playing? We still got people asking that question. Brunson's hurt. How come Tyler Kolek's not playing? Because he's not ready for NBA level basketball. He might become ready, which is why he's still on the team, but he's not ready right now, which is why he cannot play. Okay? And not only that, can we take it a step further, Knicks Nations, if you allow me? Can I take it a step further? Tibbs has a system. And in Tibbs' system, you must pay your dues. So every rookie has to pay their dues in Tibbs' system. Now, there are some exceptions, like his grandson, Emmanuel Quickly. But usually in Tibbs' system, a rookie needs to play your dues, which means as a rookie, you're not going to play a lot. You're going to spend a lot of time in the G League. You're going to get minutes at a time where you're like, go get in there and do the job with 1 minute left in the game. That's Tibbs' rookie year, guys. Second year, you might get a little bit more time if somebody gets hurt. Third year is when you're trying to challenge for rotation minutes. That's how it works. Okay. And yes, before you even get noticed, you must be able to play NBA level defense. So for Tyler Kolek, we can make certain assumptions. The Knicks believe that he has the ability to become an NBA player. That's number one, right? I mean, that's a pretty good assumption, isn't it? They drafted him. They signed him to I think, fully guaranteed 3 years or 4 years, something like that. So they must believe he has the ability to become an NBA player. Okay, that's very plain. They must believe that at some point, being that everybody on planet Earth that watches any kind of NBA basketball can see that the kid can play offensively with anybody, but he can't guard his shadow defensively. So they must believe in Tyler Kolek's ability to get strong enough to at least become Jalen Brunson defensively. Does that make sense, y'all? Now, will he do it or not? We'll see. We are all pulling for him. I'm pulling for the boy. I want to see the boy do well. He's wearing orange and blue. I want to see him do very well. All he has to do is learn defense on an NBA level. He don't have to even be all NBA. He don't have to be Deuce McBride, but he's got to learn defense on the NBA level. If he can do that, we really might have something. But it's yet to be seen. Okay, it's yet to be seen. So that's all we're saying. So with respect to Jacob Toppin, the Knicks gave him a shot, gave him about $1 million, maybe $2 million a year. Gave him a year, 2 years of $1 million per. He got a little bit of money, and he wasn't ready to play in the league, so he got cut. Simple as that. Okay. Simple as that. It's not any more complicated than that. Now, if you remember, there are guys. I ain't never gonna forget this. Deuce can play really good defense. I've heard somebody say he's not a great defender. He's an average defender. I was like, what the? I said, what are you talking? Anyway, but he can't score. Deuce will not be able to score in the NBA. He's too small. He can't score in the NBA. He can't shoot. That's what people were saying. That's what they were saying. I don't know if he's going to make it in the league. He could play some defense. Not great. He's all right. But he really can't shoot either. Even Knucklehead, what was that fool's name that used to work for the Post? What was that dude's name with the earrings and trying to be cool with his bald head behind? What was his name? He retired down here to Florida. What is his name? Even when he was saying Tibbs loves Deuce. Berman, Tibbs loves Deuce. He was telling y'all, Tibbs loves Deuce. Tibbs loves Deuce. He was trying to tell y'all, Deuce had to pay his dues. And he did. Deuce went through the rookie year, no plan, second year, no plan. And then last year, he started getting some minutes, and we see what he did with them, right? And now he's a permanent part of the rotation, okay? So you got to pay your dues with Tibbs. Got to pay your dues, man. And Berman was trying to tell you, Tibbs loves Deuce. Tibbs loves Deuce. Tibbs loves Deuce. He can't, but he can't score. He can't shoot. He won't be able to shoot. Okay. Grimes, and y'all bore witness, he just dropped 44 about a week ago, or less than a week ago. Can I say that? Is that correct? Less than a week ago, Quentin Grimes in Philly dropped 44. Okay. In an NBA game. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, they still bringing Berman on to talk mess, man. I like him, though. I think he's a really cool dude, though. Really, as a guy, I think Berman is cool. I'd like to sit down and watch a game with him. But don't listen to what he's saying as far as analysis, as if he know what the hell he's doing. He don't. Wait, wait, now you got my attention. Who is Jay Supreme? Who the hell is Snap? Is there somebody named Snapple in here snapping, talking mess? I don't know. Snapple Joe? I don't see him. He's fortunate. I don't see him. I don't see him. Maybe I don't see him because I got him on block, because I can't see no Snapple Joe. Yeah, it's true, Reggie Phillip. But and still, like, to me, that's the only jury that's out on Quentin Grimes. Can he stay healthy? Because if he's not available, he ain't gonna last. But as far as defensive ability, as far as shooting ability, as far as being able to play in the league, Quentin Grimes could do that. He's here, man. He could do that. I know. I have never had any doubt about Quentin Grimes' NBA level ability. Right. I liked Frank Ntilikina, but Frank Ntilikina was not available. Every time that fool got a chance to show what he got, he pulled his groin. He is the groin pull. Instead, you know how they call Embiid the process. They should call Frank Ntilikina the groin pull, because that's what, that boy. I don't know. He out there hitting something, man. Too hard, actually. He must be hitting it too hard. Because, boy, every time he got a shot, Tibbs gave him a shot a couple of times. Groin pull. It was time for him to move up in the rotation. Somebody was hurt. Groin pull. That's all. So if you can't get available, man, you got to go. I like my man. I like Cam Reddish, too. You know I was high on Cam. I was very high on Cam Reddish. Ever since he was at Duke, I was very high on Cam Reddish. But every time you need this boy to come through, he gets hurt. It's like, what? He's hurt again? What is it this time? You want to lose Tom Thibodeau? Keep being unavailable. You want to lose him? Keep being unavailable. Frank Nitti could play elite level defense, but the boy could never be available. Okay. I don't know. He just disappeared during the course of games. To me, I very rare of the 3 triplets coming out of Duke that year. I love Zion, but I felt like he was too big to have a long-term NBA career. I liked RJ, but he had his limitations. To me, the most complete package coming out of Duke that year was Cam Reddish. The talent was there. I mean, that boy could. Thank you, Lewis Luckwood, for those saying fire Tim Dolan should rehire Fizdale, trade Brunson forever. Get us all back to Dakota. Thank you, Lewis. Look, what they really should do is go join Boston's fan club. Just get out. Just get the hell out. Just get the hell out and join Boston's fans. Please get away from us with that poison. Oh, my God. So, yeah, but Frank Ntilikina could not stay healthy, man. I was disappointed. He disappointed me. Like Michael Corleone again said, if you marry this man, you're going to disappoint me. That's what he told his sister. Some dude that was coming, to get in their pockets. He said, if you married this man, you'll disappoint me. Snapper Joe, I can see you now. No, you must not be blocked, Snapper Joe, because I see you now. I see you. I hadn't seen you when people was mentioning you, but I see you now. If you think you got blocked, whatever they was bearing witness that you were saying sounded like they was nominating you for third rail activity. If you nominated for third rail activity, perhaps you should be fitted for a third rail situation. Perhaps we should get the body bag out, for you to get ready. I don't know. I didn't see nothing you said, so I don't know, honestly. I'm just going by what some of the guys on the channel were saying. He said, Snapper Joe looking at third rail situation. That's all. I ain't seen nothing you wrote, so I don't know. I'm just saying. You still here. I can see you, so you're not blocked. Still here, You know what? Generally, French players have been soft, but there's been a couple of exceptions. And then again, we know the exception proves the rule, but Tony Parker wasn't soft. And of course, we got now Victor Wembanyama. I ain't going to blame the shoulder injury on him, being soft. The boy played the whole year last year, 70-something games, and he was on track to do it again this year. So I can't really say Victor Wembanyama is soft. Okay, I can't say that. What y'all think? I don't think Victor Wembanyama is soft. But those are the exceptions. Generally speaking, Frenchies come with croissants. Isn't that correct? Frenchies come with croissants. Generally speaking, just saying. Frenchies come with croissants. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Otherwise, if you want to jump on the third rail, jump off the platform and act a fool and end your life, okay, that's your business. Go ahead and do it. Save the taxpayers time and money. That's all I'm saying. Ray poop on. Exactly. Yeah, so the blood clot, I'm not blaming on him being soft. It ain't like a pulled ankle or, groin sprain. And like I said, it's like a month that just came out of nowhere. Frank Nitti, every time it was time for him to start or he was going to get rotation minutes because somebody was hurt. Frank Ntilikina is unavailable tonight with a pulled groin. Call him Frankie the Groin, man. Dude was never available. True. Yo, what happened to Kenny Wooten? I actually had high hopes for Kenny Wooten. He was the defensive player of the year in the G League. I liked Kenny Wooten. I don't know what happened. I really don't understand why he didn't make it. But then again, this was pre-Tibbs. Kenny Wooten was pre-Tibbs. Kenny Wooten was doing Fizdale's era, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or maybe it was Hornacek, or was it Derek Fisher? Kenny Wooten was one of them during the time when the Knicks didn't know their ass from their elbow. He wasn't here when Tibbs was here. I liked Kenny Wooten. I don't know why he must be in Europe playing. He must be in Europe playing because I liked Kenny Wooten. I thought Kenny Wooten would be a player in the NBA because of his defense. Oh, he's in Serbia? Yeah, because I liked him. I don't know why he didn't make it. I really don't. I don't. I mean, obviously somebody didn't think highly of him, but yeah, I liked him. He could play some defense, man. I like guys that play defense. I always favor defensive players, and Wooten could play some defense. At least he showed it in a few minutes he would get when he played on the Knicks regular team. And, of course, he was Defensive Player of the Year in the G League. So I thought he would get a shot. I thought he was going to be here, but Yeah, it wasn't just that he could jump, is the timing. He could defend, right? He was a really nice, he defended the offside like the guy that played for Cincinnati. He was player of the year, played for the Nets, played with Jason Kidd, went to the finals. They very similar size, 6'9", long, could really block shots. They were very similar. That Kmart, right? That's right. Kmart, that's right. I thought Kenny Wooten played defense like Kmart, Kenyon Martin. I thought he really did. I really liked him. He didn't have no offensive game, but I thought he played really good defense. Joe Curry, you had a stroke, man? I'm sorry, brother. I didn't know that. You had a stroke, Joe Curry? I didn't know that. Yeah, blood clots are the cause of a stroke. My father had that. That's what happened to my father. They said he had a blood clot in his heart, and it caused his brain to get a stroke. That's what they said. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you get better, Joe Curry. I hope you recover from that, man. I hope you get well. I didn't know that. So he said he's going to the hospital now, like right now. Hopefully everything's okay, Mr. Curry. I'm sorry, man. That's terrible. I hope you get well, man. More power. Everybody, please remember Joe Curry in your prayers. Apparently he had a stroke. I know. He's going to the hospital, man. Hope you get well, Mr. Curry. I hope everything goes well. I hope you have a complete and full recovery. Nobody should get. We don't want people getting sick, man, or getting strokes and stuff, man. That's not funny at all. At all. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, thank you, Woodsy. Remember this, man. Oh, your blood clot. Okay, I didn't know that. And blood clots could hit anybody. Blood clots could hit anybody, man. I mean, really. We saw my father on a Saturday, and we sat down with him. He took a bath. He had a meal in front of him. He was laughing. He called it my stepmom. They was talking. He was watching his westerns, and he was in good shape. He looked all comfortable. That was on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I get a call from the same spot. He had a heart attack and a stroke, and we took him to the emergency room. I couldn't believe it. It's like I just saw him yesterday. He looked fine. Yeah, so that happens. It can happen to anybody. And you can see it happen to Victor Wembanyama, right? He got a blood clot in his shoulder. There was another player that had that. Jared Butler, right? Was it Jared Butler? And there was, of course, we know the Bosch, right? And then, of course, there was one of the twins, either Amin or I saw one of them had the same similar issue. Yeah. Okay, Joe Curry, glad to hear that, man. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Whatever you got to do, take care of yourself. Let's remember him in prayer that he stays healthy, stays with us on this side. Joe, you're a pain in the neck, but we love you, man. You're a pain in the butt, Joe, but we love you. You're one of our brothers, man. I ain't gonna front. Love you to death, man. Love you. Get better. Hopefully you get better. Yeah, whatever you need to do, take care. Yeah. So 2 weeks. So we got to look at the schedules. I expect Brunson to be back earlier in 2 weeks because he's Jalen Brunson. But let's see. Let me see here. So he got hurt. Brunson got hurt Thursday night, right? So he got hurt on March the 6th. So March the 12th, March the 13th is 1 week. March 20th at Charlotte. Okay. I am expecting Brunson back on Wednesday, March 19th at San Antonio. That's when I'm expecting him back. I am looking for Jalen Brunson's return on Wednesday, March 19th at San Antonio. He was hurt against the Lakers on Thursday. So from Friday the 7th, you go to the 15th Saturday. That's a week. And another week is the 22nd. But this is Jalen Brunson. I'm thinking he comes back earlier. I'm thinking he comes back the 19th against San Antonio. Just because it's Jalen Brunson. 2 weeks would be the 22nd. But this is Jalen Brunson we're talking about. So don't ever bet against Jalen Brunson. Yeah. So he's, man. Yeah. 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 Yes, please remember Mr. Curry. Hopefully everything go well with him. Actually, Samuel, it will be a fair deal. I honestly think 3 years, 36 million. That's what I think. For Precious Achiuwa. 3 years, 36 million, fourth year team option. That's what I think. That's true, Jay Supreme, but Batum ain't soft. He do miss some games though with Jay Supreme. He's always. I was always afraid that if the Knicks signed Batum, he'd be on the injured list a lot. But maybe I'm wrong on that. But he don't play soft. I will give him that. He don't play the game soft. That's for sure. That's right. He don't. Precious has stated that he wants to stay in New York. Precious has stated that he had opportunity to sign with other teams and came back to New York. So Precious has clearly stated he wants to play for the Knicks. I would assume the Knicks want to keep him. So I think 3 years, 36 million is a fair number. Would be 4 years, 48, but I'm looking at a team option on the fourth year. Yeah. So that's what I think would be a fair number for him. Yeah. Tony Parker wasn't soft. Evan Fournier was. Not in terms of missing games, in terms of the style of game. Evan Fournier's probably back in France, I'm thinking, right? That's his brother that made his money. I mean, he made over $100 million in the NBA. In fact, I'm pretty sure Evan Fournier probably made close to $150 million. But Evan Fournier made money, man. Let me see, Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, I want to say I know he made at least 100 million. I want to say he closed in on 150 million. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Let me see. Evan Fournier career earnings. Let's take a look. He made his money. I don't feel bad for Frenchie at all. Frenchie made his money. Career earnings. How much does this boy make? This boy has made a total of $145 million in his NBA career. What y'all think? I think Fournier is going to be okay. He has made a total of $145 million in his NBA career. So let's call it 144. Cut in half. That means after taxes in his NBA career, he has brought home to his wife and children $72 million. I think he will survive. I think he will survive. I think he'll be all right. Okay. I think he's good shape. You know. I think Frenchie done did his thing in the league, and he could do what he want to do right now. You know, he could do what he want to do. That's right. He could go. What Rihanna say? He could live his life. Go live your life, bro, because he done did his thing. Yep, he can did his thing. Fournier can become a French coach. Whatever. He's doing all right. Yep. So that he did his thing. And somebody makes their money like that, and I know they said I ain't worried about them playing no more. They're going, man. Just go and do your thing. Yeah, I don't know what he pissed for. He can't play no defense. At least Kolick is a rookie. Fournier continually played defense like he was a rookie. Shoot. Yeah, so he's all right. Forget Fournier. Be good, man. I was glad when Tibbs put Grimes in his place. I thought Grimes was the better option. And then came even better option with Ragu. The 3 spot, Edward Walker? The 3 spot. I don't understand that question. The 3 spot is played by McCall and OG and Hart. I don't think that would be affected by Brunson's injury. I think they're bringing PJ Tucker in because he could spell minutes at the 4, and play tough defense at the 4. But I don't think Brunson's injury would really affect pressure Deuce and Payne to step up to the plate. And I think that's it. And I think those 2 young men will do a good job. So let's see what they do. Yeah. Those 2 guys will be all right. And he's also a locker room voice. He's going to be, that's right, Jay Sniper. He's going to be a very positive influence in the locker room. Oh, 3-3 in the East. Oh, I see the 3 spot. Oh, you talk about 30? Yes. If they lose tomorrow night, definitely. So the Knicks, in that sense, as far as maintaining the 3 spot, they got to win tomorrow night. The Knicks got to win tomorrow night. I hate to put pressure on my boys, but I got to be real about it. The Knicks have to win tomorrow night. They have to. So, yes, to answer the question, they got to win tomorrow, period. They got to win tomorrow. So, period, they got to win. So that's it. Far as, let me see the schedule here. Who does the Bucks play? The Bucks play in Cleveland. So that's a loss for them. Let's say who else? Detroit could be Portland. What else? What else? The Bucks. As far as the standings, let me just take a look here. It was the Bucks breathing down the Knicks' neck, right? The Knicks are only 3.5 games up on the Bucks right now. So the Bucks, we need them to lose to Cleveland. We need Cleveland to beat the Bucks tomorrow. Yeah, so we need Cleveland to beat the Bucks, and we need the Knicks to win, and we're back in a very solid 3rd seed position. I expect if the Knicks play, and this is really dependent on Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson. These are the 2 key players here with Brunson out. Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson. If we can get those 2 cats balling, and they're going to get opportunity. Mitch is going to play tomorrow night. Deuce is going to start tomorrow night. So we can get those 2 cats balling. We're going to hold on to 3rd in the East. If they falter, we may have a problem. So we'll see. Tomorrow's a big game in that regard. As far as the standings in the East, tomorrow's a big game. We got a 3.5 game lead, which is nice. But I liked it when we had 4 game lead. What y'all think? So if Milwaukee gets beat by Cleveland tomorrow and the Knicks win, the Knicks have a 4.5 game lead. I'm very comfortable with that in the 3rd spot. Okay, I'm very comfortable with that. We got 19 games left. I'm very comfortable with that. What do y'all think? I miss Big Ragu, but you all know very well, I ain't got to tell you, Sam Real, you got to bring ass to get ass. It wasn't Juju they wanted. They wanted Big Ragu, and I totally understand that. Big Ragu is big time clutch. We know he is. We've seen it. We've seen his work in New York. So I hated to give up Big Ragu. And in fact, I hated actually, I'm going to think I'm crazy, but I wanted to keep the team as it was. I did not want to trade Juju either. I wanted to keep the team as it was. But I knew that Cat was a possibility because of the financial situation that the Timberwolves were in. So I wasn't surprised at that. I was surprised at how the trade went down. And I hated to have to give up Ragu. I really hated to do that. See? The 3rd or the 4th seed, right? So if the 3rd seed Knicks beat whoever, they would be the 6th seed. They would play the 1st seed, right? Isn't that correct? The 3rd seed would play the 1st seed in the 2nd round. Am I right on that, y'all? So if the Knicks are the 3rd seed and Cleveland's the number 1 seed, if the Knicks beat the 6th seed team in that playoff series, they would play Cleveland the next round. Am I correct? Y'all got me on that? Is that right? Or am I wrong on that? I'm serious. Am I right on that? Is that correct? So, so they'd have Cleveland in the 2nd round this year. I like that. Let's do it. Oh, so you're saying Coach Hauser is saying, oh, okay. See, that's what I'm wrong. Okay. So if the Cleveland Cavaliers are the number 1 seed, the Celtics are the number 2 seed, and the Knicks are the number 3 seed, and let's assume the Knicks win their 1st round playoff series, and let's assume Cleveland and the Celtics win their 1st round playoff series. So the Knicks would play Boston. Okay, got you. All right, so the Knicks would play Boston then. They would play Boston in the 2nd round. That's a tough one. But I ain't scared of Boston. Let's do it then. As long as we got Mitchell Robinson starting by that time, let me ask you all a question. Do we got a chance, to be serious, if Mitchell Robinson's your starting center and he's 100% healthy, and you got Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, and you got that now, can we beat Boston? Can we beat Boston? You got starting Mitchell Robinson. You got Karl-Anthony Towns at the 4. You got Brunson, McCall, and OG. You got Deuce and Precious, right? You got PJ still. Can we beat Boston? Yes. I'm not saying we're going to dominate Boston. No, I'm not saying it. But I'm saying, is there a possibility? Can they beat Boston? I think they can. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm not going to just say there's no chance. They can beat Boston. Jay Sniper, I like how you think. Anything is possible. They could beat Boston. They could certainly. I would think it's very. I don't think I'm guessing if I was to say Boston would be favored. Everybody's going to pick Boston in 5 or 6, right? I mean, right? Everybody's going to pick Boston in that series in either 5 games or 6 games. Everybody's going to do that. But I am not going to say the Knicks have no chance of beating them. You know, yeah, I ain't going to say that. Yeah, I ain't going to say that. I'm saying, I'm assuming Mitchell Robinson is starting at the 5 spot. Karl-Anthony Towns is starting at the 4 spot. OG, McCall, and Brunson are out there on the wings. We got a shot. We got a shot. Okay. No, it would be definitely tough. And I would say it would be probably a 7-game series, right? But yeah. Okay. But is what it is. So we'll deal with that when we get there. So Hill Meets World says there's no shot. Okay. So if the Knicks lose to the Celtics in the second round, being that you said there's no shot they win, is this a disappointing season? What do y'all think? So if the Knicks lose to the Celtics in the second round, is it a disappointing season? Or did they have a successful season? What do y'all think? If the Knicks win their first round matchup, then they lose to Boston in the second round, is it a disappointing season? There's going to be people saying, well, that's disappointing, man. They should have went to the ECF. That's right. I agree with Coach Hauser. I would say it's a successful season. This is only year 1 of this crew being together. And come training camp, we're going to have the whole crew coming into camp together, ready to play. So, yeah, I like our future. I like our future, both this year and next year. But to say that I don't agree with, obviously, Hill Meets World has his opinion, and I'm not going to argue with that. But I would say I don't agree that they have no shot. I can't say that. That's a 0% chance of beating the Celtics. I can't go with that. Can't go with that. With a healthy Mitchell Robinson starting at the 5. I'm not going to bet against Jalen Brunson, man. I'm just not. I'm trying to tell you, don't ever bet against Jalen Brunson. Don't bet against him. He will make you look bad. Yeah, but he will make you look bad. Yeah, exactly, Samuel Rios. Both of those teams. Now, how many years has the Cavs been together with? And we're talking about with Donovan Mitchell. This is his 3rd season with the Cavs. Am I right on that, y'all? This is Donovan Mitchell's 3rd season with the Cavs. It's his 3rd year with Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, right? He has some other changeable parts, but those 4 guys, this is their 3rd season together, right? And it's the Celtics, I would say it's at least their 3rd season together with Jrue Holiday, Derek White, the twins, Tatum and Brown. I would say now KP is new, but I would say, and of course you got the old man that's been playing with them forever. He played with Philly for a couple years to get paid, but then he came back to Boston. But they've been playing together for at least 3 years. Is that correct too? So I think they've been playing together for at least 3 years. So you kind of, they know each other, man. The Knicks starters, OG played half a season with the Knicks. Hart has played his 3rd season, and Jay Breeze this is his 3rd season or 4th season. So with 3 of their starters, they've only been together this season. Okay. So we got to, let that build a little bit. I think we're good. If the Knicks end up winning a first round series and then going, and if they could take Boston to 6 games, I feel like that's a successful season. I'll be a little hurt if they get swept. But if they could take Boston to 6 games, I won't be so disappointed. I would not be disappointed in that season at all. Because, like I said, them guys been playing together a minute. Yeah, and we just got Bridges the beginning of last summer, and we got Cat right before training camp. So we'll be all right. And we only had OG for half a year. So I think we'll be all right, So let's just give them a chance. And again, if you're in a pro boxing match with Mike Tyson against Evander Holyfield, right? We know Holyfield beat him every time, but in every fight with Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson had what we call a puncher's chance. What does that mean? That means he's got a punch enough to crush bricks. So if he was to catch Holyfield with one of them, there's a chance Holyfield would fall. You understand? So Mike Tyson, the Knicks have a puncher's chance against Boston. That's what I would say. Okay. The Knicks have a puncher's chance against Boston. I would not say there's zero chance. I would say Boston should be highly favored, and for rightly so. But if Mitchell Robinson is healthy at the 5 and they got Karl Anthony Towns at the 4, I'm going to give the Knicks a puncher's chance because I am not betting against Jalen Brunson. I'm just not. Hey, how long is Derek White out? I heard Derek White got hurt. Am I correct in that? Did he get hurt? Let me see here. Derek White is their main guy. No, he's not hurt. He's playing. Of course, KP is out. But we already know that. But Derek White is back. So Boston is healthy. They're going to be rough to beat. There's no doubt. They're going to be tough to beat. Man. I think, honestly, as much as I'm Deuce Hive, I got to say Pritchard is probably going to be 6th man of the year. It's going to be Pritchard or DeAndre Hunter. What do y'all think? I think those are the two guys that's going to be 6th man of the year. It's either going to be Peyton Pritchard or DeAndre Hunter. One of those guys. That's right, Coach House. You right. Yeah, it's going to be either Peyton Pritchard or DeAndre Hunter. Both of them have been balling their behinds off for 6 men. So one of them. So the Celtics and the Cleveland, they're going to have that as well as what them cats are rough, man. They both rough. So we'll see. It's going to be all right. But I'm always going to favor my team. So even though somebody said they got no shot, I will never say that. I will never say that. Okay? The Knicks always have a shot at beating anybody. Playoffs or none. Win, lose, or draw. What'd you say? Who is that? Win, lose, or draw. Right? 2025, Nick. Win, lose, or draw. They got a chance. I'm always going to say they got a chance. I don't care who it is. They can beat anybody. New York State of Mind. Right. I'm saying it. So whatever. Anything is possible. I'm gonna stick with my team. Yeah, so we'll see. Hillsmead calls it a 1% shot. I don't call it that small. I don't think it's that small. I don't think so. So if the Knicks were able to win 2 games, that means it has to go 6, right? So if the Knicks win 2 out of 6, what percentage is that? Like 30%. Right? That's like 33%. So I'd say the Knicks has a 33% chance of beating the Celtics. That's what I say. Celtics have a 67% chance of beating the Knicks, and the Knicks have a 33% chance of beating the Celtics. That's how I would say. That's what I would say. 33% chance. And we'll see what happens, man. Yeah, I'm trying to say, I'm saying, Coach House, that I'm saying, I don't know. We'll see. If both teams are healthy, let's assume both teams are healthy. KP is playing, MitchRob is playing, Brunson is playing, OG is playing, everybody's healthy. I'm going to give the Knicks 33% chance to win. I'm going to give the Celtics a 67% chance to win. I think I like them odds. That means anything could happen. Hey, listen, the Miami Heat was in the play-in and went to the finals. Why? Because Giannis Antetokounmpo got hurt. Am I lying about that, y'all? So Miami Heat was in the play-in, got to the finals because Giannis Antetokounmpo got hurt. If Giannis doesn't get hurt, they don't go to the finals. But he did, and they did. They went to the finals. See, so anything could happen, y'all. You just don't know. And can I take it a bit further, Mr. Hillsmead? What would you give the Celtics chance of winning if Jason Tatum is not available? What would you give the Celtics chance of winning if Jason Tatum is not available? Jason Tatum, let's say if Jason Tatum wasn't available, what would be the Celtics chance of winning? Would they still be favored 67-33? Well, okay. What would be? No, Boston is really good. But I'm going to tell you something. The odds drop if Jason Tatum is not playing. That's all I'm saying. They got a hell of a team. They really do. They got a hell of a team. They're the defending champions. and they're probably favored to repeat. But I would their chances of beating the Knicks, a healthy Knicks team, drop substantially if Jason Tatum is not playing. That's all I'm saying to you. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's interesting. We're going to see. It's going to be something else. I just, right now, my focus, and I'm 100% sure, Tom Thibodeau's focus is getting his Knicks healthy and getting his Knicks ready for the playoffs. That's our focus right now. Celtics, Cavs, that'll take care of himself when we get there. Right now, we got to beat Sacramento tomorrow night. That's all I'm saying. We got to beat Sacramento tomorrow night. That's the game I want Deuce McBride come ready to play. We got to be exactly Coach Hauser. How do they say it? How do they say it in Puerto Rico? Or how do they say it in Panama? I don't know, man. We got to see what happens. That's all I'm saying. We got to see what happens. We got to see what happens. That's all I'm saying. We got to see what happens. If Mitchell Robinson is starting at the 5, Everett Walker, you think their defense will step up? That's all I'm saying. If MitchRob is playing beside Cat, they looked really good Thursday. You know me? You know me? We got to see what happens. That's all. So we down with the Knicks. We down with the Knicks representing the Knicks. So nah, I wouldn't mess with the roster, Jason. Nuh-uh. Bring the same roster back, but bring them all back healthy. So you bring the same roster back. You don't mess with it. You get them used to playing with each other, just like these other guys that play with each other. Get used to them playing with each other. That's right. Anything can happen. That's right, Richard Williams. Anything can happen, man. Exactly, New York state of mind. I love how y'all thinking. This is the Knicks hive right here. Y'all doing it right. That's all I'm saying. Y'all doing it right. So now, let me just give y'all the heads up. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning as far as I'm going to give my regular video. But you may not see me Tuesday because I don't even know. I'm still confused about what time it's going to be when I'm in Ireland on Tuesday. We getting into Ireland at 3:40 on local time on Monday. Is it Monday? Yes, Monday. And it's going to be like, let me see. It's going to be like 9:40 at night or in the morning. Damn, see, I'm already confused. I don't know what's going to happen after the game. I don't know. I'm going to be in Dublin, Ireland. That's all I know. I'm going to be in Dublin, Ireland. No, it's not vacation, man. We're doing some baptisms in Dublin, Ireland, man. I ain't friend. We're doing some baptisms in Dublin, Ireland. That's what we're doing. We going there on our fathers. I'm going there on my Heavenly Father's business. We doing some baptisms in Dublin, Ireland. Yes, we are. That's how we doing this thing. It's not a vacation. I wish it was. My wife is mad. She's still complaining. We going all the way over there for 1-2 days. Yep. We on Father's business. That's where we're going over there. Yeah. So thank you, Castle King. Yeah, so that's why we're going over there. I'm not saying I have anything against Ireland, but it's not a place I would take for a vacation. I was going on vacation. I would like to go someplace like Panama, Ecuador, Mexico, Thailand, Malaysia. I'm not really interested in Europe as a vacation destination. I'm kind of thinking about Portugal, because that's the only one that really intrigues me, Portugal. But I'm really not big on trying to visit Europe as a vacation destination. I'm not interested in seeing Paris. I'm not interested in seeing England. I'm not interested in seeing England. Yeah, Mexico. I'll go to Mexico. My wife and I were just talking yesterday. We've been to Mexico a couple of times already, and we want to go back. Probably not going to be able to do it this year. But, maybe next year we want to go back to Mexico. Yeah, there's a lot of places, especially in the mountain area of Mexico where it's always spring. Always spring, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, New York state of mind. They was getting bounced by Philly. They was getting bounced by Cleveland. They was getting bounced by Milwaukee. Boston was getting bounced every year before they went it over the hump. That's right. Yeah, you're right, Richard. I'm taking the whole week off. We coming back on a Thursday, and I'm taking Friday off, and we're gonna have the weekend before we recover for the Monday back to work thing. So I don't even know if y'all will see me. We'll see what happens. Y'all probably will see me in Ireland because I need to get a program in so I can count that as part of the business expense. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how, when, whatever. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But yes, Boston had to. I think the point that New York State of Mind is making is Boston had to go through the development process with their core group before they got over the top. Is that right? Am I catching you right, New York State of Mind? I think he's saying they had to go through the development process, so they had to lose a little bit with their core group before they can get over the top. The Knicks are now in a similar situation. That's right. I agree. They're in a similar situation. Yeah. Yes, Castle King. Castle King, we're going to go over the 2,300 days. So I'm going to need you to have that calculator ready at 3 a.m., baby. We'll see, though. The Knicks, they're going to have to go through their time. So we see what happens. All right. I ain't worried about it. We're going to be all right. I'm all in on my Knicks. Don't change a daggone thing. Take the same team and come back and do this, man. Let's do this thing, man. We good. So they got Cat. They got KP. We got Cat. So that's all I'm saying. No, I wouldn't change the bench. I would not. Who's the Knicks bench next season? As far as I see, it's Precious Achiuwa, Deuce McBride, right? Josh Hart. Isn't that right? Precious Achiuwa, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart. And you still may have Payne and Shaman, and you still got Beauchamp that you got to deal with. I don't think they're going to bring back PJ Tucker. He'll be 40 years old next year. Although he might, I don't know. But I like our bench. Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Precious Achiuwa. And then you got Payne and or Shaman back with the team next year. I wouldn't change nothing. There's no need to change anything. Y'all just need to learn how to be patient with your team and let them develop and let them grind, And Hoop Party, that's right. Coach Hauser. I forgot about that. That's right. Let's not forget Ariel. I think Ariel can make a case for the rotation next year. I really think he can. He's the only rookie. Kolek, no, not. And forget Daddy A. He's a couple of years away. But I really think that Ariel Hook Party can make a case for rotation minutes. I think at the least he'll play Sims' role. In other words, he's the third string center. And if MitchRob gets hurt, he'll come up and then play, maybe even start from the third string, just like Jericho did. I think I like Hoop Party in that spot next year. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Hoop Party get some PT next year on a regular basis. PJ better than Taj? I don't know otherwise. I don't know. I don't know. We got PJ. Don't matter what Taj is doing. I hope Taj is doing good. But we got PJ right now, so we good. Yeah, I think Summer League is going to be very interesting this year. You're going to have our three rookies, plus your boy Moses Brown, plus your boy Johnny Davis, plus whatever other rookies might come in from the second round this year. No, Hook Party's a rookie, but he's there. He did pretty good with the limited minutes that he had this year. Would you not say that? What do you all think? He was confused a couple of times. Obviously, he's a rookie, but I think he did pretty good with the limited minutes he did have. I liked what he did. So if we can get him to pick up the NBA speed a little bit, I'm hoping, then he could fight for some rotation minutes next year. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he did. So I do like that. So let's assume, for the sake of argument, Hoop Party is in the rotation. So now your bench unit is Hoop Party, Precious, Deuce, and Josh Hart. I don't have a problem with that. With y'all, I don't have no problem with that. And you still got Cameron Payne, and you still got Shaman. I would have no problem with that. You got Hoop Party, Precious, Deuce, and Hart. I wouldn't have no problem with that rotation at all. Okay, so I think we're in good shape. We don't need to make no changes to this team. Okay, at all. We'd be all right. Hoop Party plays really good defense. He really, I liked how he played defense this year. Really. Yeah, it is. So I like how Hoop Party really covered his back on defense this year. He really moves well defensively. and he finishes very. I think, can we agree he's a really strong finisher around the rim? So he's like MitchRob around the rim. So I like that. I like that action, man. I'm with y'all on that. I'm with y'all on Hoop next year. I can fight for him for like 15 minutes a game next year. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. I'm all down. I'm on the Hoop Party. Hoop Party Hive. I'm with Hoop Party Hive. I'm gonna take my Hoop Party Hive patch and keep it. You know, I'm gonna keep my Hoop Party Hive patch. We good. I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right, y'all. Time for me to eat my dinner, man. So, always good hanging out with y'all. Always good talking Knicks. And look, we only had to use the third rail once today. We only had one idiot. So I think it was a good day, right? It's like my man said. I think we had a good day, right? We only had to use the third rail. Only one fool jumped off the platform and had to catch the third rail. Only one. So I think we had a good day. We mostly was all good in here today. See, we're capable of actually having a nice chanted batter and go back and forth and all of that. We're capable of doing it. I believe in us. That's right. That's right, Jay Supreme. That's exactly right, my brother. That's what I'm saying. So we're getting rid of the clowns and knuckleheads. All knuckleheads and clowns are getting got. We getting got, right? So if you're going to jump in here and start acting a fool, we can get rid of you. You know, we can help you out with that problem. And we had to only do it once today. So that's really good. So please, y'all, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to start packing and getting ready for this Dublin thing tomorrow. We'll see y'all in the morning. I'm going to enjoy me some burgers today, cheap burgers. My wife done made the gluten-free buns already. She done hooked it up. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I got a good thing. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. That's all I'm saying. Forget Monica. I got Border Equal. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. Shalom.